I'm going to read to you the News ELA article of the week. Tacoma woman teaches her Sheepadoodle how to communicate using buttons, by the Seattle Times, adapted by News ELA staff on 11/6/20. After telling her dog Bunny that she loves her, Alex Devine waits for a response. Bunny, 14 months old, is tapping on the button that says thank you. They are in their Tacoma, Washington home on September 29, 2020. If you have a pet, you have probably wished at some point that they could talk to you. It seems impossible. However, Alex Devine would tell you that her dog can, in a way. Devine, an artist in Tacoma, Washington, has had Bunny, a female Sheepadoodle, for a year. In that time, Devine says she's taught Bunny more than 50 words by teaching her to press buttons that play words out loud. In videos Devine has posted on social media, if Bunny wants to go to the park, she'll press a button that says park. If she wants to play, she'll hit the button for play. These posts on Instagram and TikTok have become wildly popular. The duo has over 300,000 followers on Instagram and 3.4 million followers on TikTok. Devine was inspired after finding Christina Hunger on Instagram. Hunger is a speech-language doctor who teaches her dog Stella to communicate with the same kind of buttons. My goal before I got her was that I wanted to have the most connected, engaged relationship possible and just see what the possibilities are, Devine said. I feel like there's so much potential in animal relationships, and I really wanted to make the most of it. Bunny initiates conversations. Devine uses puzzle piece-like boards to hold the buttons in place. The buttons are organized using the Fitzgerald key, a system developed by Edith Fitzgerald. She was a teacher who thought it would be easier for deaf children to learn sentence structure if words were grouped in sentence parts, such as people, actions, places, and things. The buttons are a tool that speech-language doctors use with nonverbal people to communicate. While Devine was open to trying the buttons, they were not something she forced on Bunny. She said they were not a priority when she was training Bunny when she was a puppy. If it works, cool. And if it doesn't, whatever, fun experiment, Devine said of her approach to the buttons. Bunny ended up being interested in the buttons and took to them quickly, Devine said. She added that Bunny will initiate conversations throughout the day. If she's eager and if she's over at the buttons and looking at me and making eye contact, I'll go over there and we'll dialogue a little bit and I'll ask her questions, she said. Bunny makes a version of sentences. How does Bunny learn to use the buttons? Devine says much of it is from repetition. When Devine adds words, she has already used the word in conversation with Bunny. The hope, she said, is that Bunny has already built an association with that word. Then, to help her learn the button's position on the tiles, Devine will repeat the word and reward the behavior after Bunny presses a button. For example, the first button Bunny learned said outside. Devine put it by the door, and every time they would go outside, Devine would press the button, then say the word outside and let Bunny out. It's basically just hundreds of tiny reinforcements over time with each button, and then each combination of buttons. Devine's videos show that Bunny can make a version of sentences. Devine said Bunny learns where the buttons are located through muscle memory and through the sound of the buttons, similar to how a pianist can play a song without looking at the keys. For example, if she wants to play tug, she'll hit the buttons for play, tug, and now. If you doubt whether Bunny actually knows what she's saying rather than randomly pressing buttons, Devine agrees with you. She says she questions it all the time. It seems to me for her to have a full comprehension of all this should take years, she said. However, Devine said it sometimes really seems like Bunny understands what her owner is saying. Bunny once pressed the buttons for the word cat, friend, and outside because she saw a cat outside, Devine said. However, at other times it seems more random, and Devine thinks it's important to keep questioning. More research is needed. I think it's going to take a lot more time and a lot more research to know exactly what's going on and how much comprehension exists, Devine said. Devine is part of a research study looking at sound button-based language learning at the University of California, San Diego. The program is led by brain scientist Leo Trottier. Trottier said they are trying to determine the depth of language use and understanding, primarily by dogs. So far, the evidence that the test group has collected is anecdotal, or based on personal stories, Devine said. There's no concrete evidence either way, she said. While Davine and Bunny have fun with the buttons, Davine said they communicate great without them. She already has all the tools she needs to communicate. So here are your possible response questions. What are your thoughts about teaching pets to communicate? Explain. Pick a word, line, or passage from the article and respond to it. Discuss a move made by the writer in this piece that you think is good or interesting and explain it. So you're going to insert a text box and write your response here. Don't forget, you're also going to highlight the important information in the article, so maybe 3 or 4 highlights. You are also going to circle any words that you don't know, and then you are also going to add comments in the margins. So you can use the comment box, or you can use the text box.